Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the Never Dull Moment. What is going on here? We have a lot of knives. Because a madman named Luka, who owns SharpEdge knife, decided what would happen if I tried to make one knife out of all of these different knives. Well, the madman came up with something, and he's got it in 3 different styles on his website, and we have one of them here today. So we are going to unbox from you something that is exclusive to SharpEdge knife. It is a 220 millimeter Gyuto. You heard me say that. And we're going to put it to the test. So let's go ahead and take a look at this bad boy and then compare it to everything else that's out there. Okay, I know you're saying to yourself, I have never seen anything like this. And you are correct, because there has never been anything like this. This unusual shape was the brainchild of Luka, the founder of SharpEdge knife. It has this Sakimaru tip that mimics the end of a samurai sword. In this particular model, you can see this very fine tsuchime finish, that hammered finish. You can see the darkness, which is that kuro-uchi finish. This is a single beveled knife, even though I told you it is a Gyuto. We know that there are single beveled Gyutos out there. So this is the Ura side. You can see the Uriyoshi is just super fine. The Urasuki is just so big. This is out of the box. You just saw me take it out of the plastic. Let's go ahead and get in there if we can do the choil. I know our camera doesn't like it all that much.
Yeah, it has its moments.
Okay. We have the very pronounced shinogi line for that single bevel. And you can see the kasumi sandblast below the shinogi line before you get to the edge. And this is Shirogami 1. So this is that white paper number 1, the cleanest of all the steel, the simplest, the hardest, the one that should get the sharpest, and technically the most brittle. We're going to go ahead and show you this spine. You're used to seeing on a Gyuto like a distal taper, and you will see that there is pretty much not a taper as we get to the bottom.
Little.
Let me go ahead and see if I can fix this box below here. And let's do some comparisons of what it is a hybrid of. So we have, this is an Onryu 210 millimeter chef knife. And I immediately want to show you how you can see a distinctive taper on the Gyuto from Onryu versus if there is a taper at all. I mean, there is slightly, but it is very minimal. Obviously, the difference in the 50-50 bevel versus the single bevel.
Yep.
Okay, the difference in the handle is a little bit. This is the handle on a 210 millimeter. Okay, let's move on over here to just to stay with the chef knife theme. This is probably, I mean, if I have anything thicker, it's not even thicker. So the Gyutos are generally thinner. Okay, so that does let you know that this is definitely a thicker knife. It's going to be a little thinner where the hollow grind is on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're telling yourself, I've seen other things like this. Well, the tip reminds you of this Yanagaba, this Kuritsuke Yanagaba.
Mm-hmm.
So it's obviously not as distinct as the K-tip. But they're both single bevel.
Yep.
And they are similar in thickness.
Yep.
So when we move on over to the Asuba, So we have the thickness of the ora side. So we don't have the flat plane. It's a little bit flat at the bottom. It's a more rounded belly. But even though you're normally used to doing katsuramuki with this, you should be able to do katsuramuki with this. We will definitely be giving it a try, peeling. And then, you know, why not? Let's just go ahead and compare it to the deba. Obviously, it is nowhere near as thick as the deba.
No.
But we're definitely going to try it out on a fish. We are prepared to do that. So we're going to put this new shape to the test. We're going to see
how they all merge together.
Since it is a hybrid, how does it do in each of the tasks it should be able to perform? All right, so we are going to go ahead and move some of these other beauties out of the way. We are privileged to have. Don't want to drop any of those bad boys. All right. So we're going to cut something for the first time. We got a best tester. We've got some paper.
Let's start with that.
Okay, let's get. My wife is
Funny.
My wife is very punny today. She's in a good mood. That's a good thing. All right. So we are so happy to be one of the first people to get this knife. Well, I was in contact with the company very early on, even before they completed their giveaway. All right, so I'm not familiar with how well single beveled knives do on this.
But we do it with all of them, so what the heck. Right?
Yes. So we got a 237. And again, I want to say traditionally that the single bevel knives do not perform like sub 200. So we're definitely glad to be below 3, just above 2. And you remember, this is a tool. It's not the standard, because I could have checked it on any other point of it and gotten a better score. So that just gives us a little bit of a standard there. I need to go ahead and give you a couple more details that I forgot to give you about this particular knife. And that is who made this for them. So this is the Ikeuchi Homono company. You will see their brand on SharpEdge knife. They make debas, and they are known for this tsuchime kuro-uchi finish. So if you see some of their other knives, you will see this. And so this is, you know, they went ahead and made this for them, but on SharpEdge knife website, little camera faux pas there, you guys probably just saw. But on SharpEdge knife, there are 2 other blacksmiths that did something for them. This was, this is the lower price. So this is in the $300 range. Then you had the Toji. Also, it is a Shirogami, but the Toji, I don't know if they want to say Tohi, but it's a J in there. So Toji, Sakai, Sakamura, 220 millimeter Gyuto. It is a Megaki finish at about $320. And then right off the bat, I know it's just missing me. I just saw it. I'm not remembering the other blacksmith, like right off the bat. It jumps up to like $800. It is a super blue, and it is a Damascus. And with Damascus, it is beautiful. They're all 220 millimeter. I am sorry that for some reason the third blacksmith name is just escaping me. It is on their site. They have a promo going on right now. The prices that I just gave you are their promo prices. So if you're wanting something completely original, get on there. Again, I messed up. Sorry. I tell you what we're going to do in the edit is I will put the name of that blacksmith below so that way I don't look so bad. Okay. So it's a chef knife, right? Single-sided. The first thing you need to know is a lot of us are not used to it. 50-50 bevel is comfortable. And if you're an advanced chef who's used to using this stuff all the time, it's not going to be hard for you, but there are some disadvantages. So it's like, where do you begin? So let's do some stuff that we're used to. I think it will shine in cutting the pepper because we know that we need like that rounded feeling. And so when you go to cut with this, it's going to want to like round. It's going to want to go like that. So it just naturally has a fall. And I managed to mess that up a little bit. That was a chef error. That wasn't knife error. But we did get that. I would tell you that in this part, the like rocking.
Yeah.
I mean, we're able
Great
to
for
do
that.
that. We're doing the julienne. Here's where I'd be a little bit afraid. It's probably because the Orasad has that hollow grind, I think in the chop, I'm a little bit weary. It's doing it. But I definitely think
But do you think that's because you know how to hold it too? Like,
yeah, I mean, an more of experienced person. Again, we just said that if you've got this single bevel shape, you're a little bit more of an experienced knife user. The belly on this round belly, really does lend itself to this rocking motion. I will say I've got other chef knives that have a much flatter profile. And
I mean, that just seems very natural with that.
yeah. Okay, so we're going to check it out with trying to do it like dice an onion. And you guys know that's a little bit more of a distinctive cutting thing going on. Let's see, we got the trash can right here. We will use that for dinner. Use the back side of the knife if you can. Let's not dull the brand new edge on the knife.
We didn't wash that knife. I'm not using it.
Okay. I will cook off the germs, okay? Okay, so Shirogami one, for those of you who don't know, it is a reactive steel. So as we're working with this, we're going to be putting a patina on this blade. If I was a little better prepared, I'd probably have like a wet paper towel or towel over here. Just so I could wipe it down occasionally. My wife doesn't want to see any brown on there. Let's get rid of it, people. Okay, so I will say that, this is a little bit thick. So when we go into this part, I feel a little bogged down, like
yeah, it didn't.
because of the upward, like it's trying to cut up.
Yep, and you can see how it goes up as you're cutting. Like towards the camera, it's down, and towards you, it's up.
Also, something that I'm finding as I do this is as the tip is away, we're used to the fact that the kuro-uchi, like the tip goes further out.
Because it's a stubbier.
So the tip is away. So as I'm cutting in, I have to be aware that the knife is a little closer. But again, no problems with the chopping motion. So I think that's just something you get used to, is the fact that you think that the knife is further in front of you because of the top edge, and you don't realize that the cutting point is a little further back. And so it's just something that you have to get used to. But again, like the rocking motion, it is the opposite of the K-tip again.
It just dawned on me.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how
Yeah, I was like, why are you saying
it's
that?
inverted.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So again, when you create something new,
You gotta learn.
you got to learn. Okay, so then obviously if we were going to caramelize some onions, we would have, and this seems like very friendly because the knife is kind of, as it goes down, it's curving towards me. That makes, I just over exaggerated it for a point, but woo, that's a potent onion. Okay. I'm crying because of how beautiful the knife is. That's what it is.
You have a wet paper towel.
Okay, yeah, paper towel. Appreciate you. All right, let's do this tomato. We want to see no juice on the cutting board. That was nice. I didn't mean to do the cut test.
I was like, yeah,
I don't really expect with a single bevel knife.
I don't think it's gonna bite.
Yeah. But let's see if we get any juice on the board. So I will tell you, if you are using a single bevel knife and you go to push down, you will see that the knife kind of curves.
Yep.
Okay, so if you're looking for an actual straight edge, you will actually have to pull the knife through. And again, for those of you who know how to do it, I think that was a little bit better.
Yep. But what do you think about your tip scraping the cutting board?
Well, that's just, my wife said, what do I think about the tip scraping the cutting board? If I was doing this, the whole edge is scraping the cutting board. So
yeah,
it is what it is. It serves its purpose.
Just didn't know if we get any comments about something like that, so I thought
But if we were using, like, if you ever get a chance, I mean, Hitahira has a great video with one of their amateurs and one of their apprentices. I'm sorry, I should say apprentices. And he does a really big thing on the Asuba and just showing you that if you really want it straight, you have to learn to do the slicing. So with this knife is going to come some practice. We're going to check it out with I'm using my wet paper towel that I have there.
Mm-hmm. I see that.
So we have the potato, okay? So we put that down. So I'm going to let my wife kind of get close up on this. And this is the...
Paper towel, sorry.
It's okay. But this is the, like... I think you can really see. Oh, it did a pretty good slice, I gotta say. I think when you push down, it curves it, like the thickness. Yes, you can see that it got a little thicker.
Yep.
Because it curved away.
Yep.
But if you were to go like this and pull it through, I don't know. It was still difficult for me. I still got a thick edge. So, definitely acquired skill. So let's not fault the knife for something that I'm not good at. I do believe, I do believe that those who are become like very used to this.
Okay.
I'm just looking at like sticky. Let's do the sticky part. Let's just do release. Okay. I mean, it's not so thick that it's like a super wedge,
It's about a
but it's, well, I was just looking at like the sticking, because these are starchy and you can feel like there is resistance. So you can feel the pop.
For you to do that, pushing it off like that.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay.
With the rounded edge, you can see right there I went to make a cut and it didn't cut all the way through. So with the normal chef knife, let's say if I'm at the back here, I got like a pure cut. So you would have to do more of like a rock. So again, depending on your cutting technique,
All about the rocking.
this knife might be super natural to you. Otherwise, it's going to take some learning. Definitely amazing to have in the collection. The last thing we're going to do.
I'm going to attempt. Anyway.
Well, so my wife said a good word. So katsuramuki is the process, right, of peeling this. And you're used to seeing it with specialized tools like the Asuba. We're also used to having a blade edge that's much flatter.
Yeah, because when you've got something flat and you're trying to roll the vegetable,
Yep.
it's not a big deal.
But you know, if you're a super chef,
like Chef Greg.
no, I'm not a super chef. I'm just trying to get it.
And I was thinking like you might have to just hold it angularly different or something.
Yeah, just like a mild angle. And we're on the outside of the cucumber where it's a little thicker versus the inside. I'm very practiced with my asuba. My wife knows how many cucumbers I've bought and thrown away.
Just for that purpose.
Just to try to be good at katsuramuki. You can probably see getting both ends.
And the difference in getting the front and the back, you know, just how you have to slide it up and then towards you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you can see it's rounded at the front.
Yeah. So that was interesting. Okay.
By comparison,
Okay.
just to show it was the knife versus me, it's even, it's in. I think you can already tell,
Well,
like
you can
how
also
much,
see,
you can see how thin
yes,
with the edge straight.
you can get so much closer to the edge.
It's just a little easier having the entire edge flat. And this is the difference when you have like a knife that it's made specifically for a purpose.
Okay. So what else?
Okay, so the last alternative that we have is fish. So it's kind of in the Deba family. Oh, so through the movie magic, fish is going to appear. Fish magically appeared. Okay, so it is not advertised as a Deba. Like, they don't say it, I'm doing it, let's see what's up. I like the fact that the edge is kind of curved back, especially for this. So, where am I a little weary with the spine being this thickness? I'm probably a little bit weary in cutting through the spine. So we're going to come right behind these gills. Let me get in here. Yeah, but I mean, it's good.
I mean, it's thick
good.
enough to be able to do that,
Yep.
you know? For the boning part. But what about...
And it went through. Okay. Okay, there's the fin, sorry. So I went through the spine with it. Mm-hmm. Looks like we did pretty good. No chips or missing anything. Okay. All right, so so I would say, like I said, they don't advertise it for this. I may be missing a little bit of an edge right there that I would like.
to get those fine points.
To just, maybe just a little bit more acute. Let's see, we're going to go just above this fin here. See if we can get through there. So again, there's not like a super fine point to go through. Normally with the Deba, you would have like maybe something that's a little bit more pronounced. But, I mean, we've got like a really clean cut. I've got the fact that it has this hollow grind. I've got the ora side down on the bone. It's just cutting right away.
And it's making a clean cut.
Yep. I myself messed up because I left a couple of bones, but that's on me. I'll get that out shortly. Yep, that is pure bone right there. Okay, so let's go. Now we've got a little practice. Let's try the other side. Okay, so we are. That was pretty clean, I will say, on the one cut. I'm not a sushi chef. So this is where I was talking about on the other side, a little trouble just trying to get in there. I think.
And you're like, should you go up in?
Well, that's the thing is I think I would like a more pronounced point. Right there, I don't have the ability. So, my wife made a good point as far as like trying to go backwards right there. So again, I'm trying to use a knife in a way that it was not advertised. And I can tell you right now, I mean, it's not as sharp. So whether it got dulled from what I did before or the fact that it was a 238. So it did not shine in the fish butchery department. We have some knives, the Deba, that are specifically designed for that. So we gave it a shot. We used it in all the different ways. Okay, for those of you guys who are going to put it in the comments area, did I not save that to make a stock? I have made plenty of fresh fish in this home, made a nice veloute from stock and everything like that. No, I'm not making a stock. We have so much going on. We have 7 shows to shoot. We have the 21 knives. You might see right behind me the 21 knives, the 2021. So not today. We did not save it for a stock, but I appreciate your concern. But we do make stock in this house. That is something that has happened. Okay. So overall, fun knife. Something it's great to add to the collection. We're going to definitely clean it up. It's a beautiful knife to look at. It is unique. Takes a minute to get used to.
Good rocker.
You know what? My wife said it's a really good rocker. Like if you're a slicer like that, especially with this Hasegawa board we're slicing, really nice. I could even see you using it as like a fish slicing knife, like Yanagiba. Well, some people say it both ways. Yanagaba, Yanagiba. She's heard it. You guys will leave comments below, and tell us how you say it. But this is a pretty cool new hybrid. I'm sure there will be tweaks over the next couple of years. Something new in the world. Glad we could bring it to you first. That was awesome. Definitely not a dull moment. What? Do like the samurai tip. Like that's just something a little different. I'm a big fan of samurai swords. So check it out. So we are going to clean up, get ready to bring some more information to you. As always, we appreciate you guys checking us out. Friday nights at 8 o'clock. But late coming up, we're going to be doing some Tuesday night little nuggets of info for you. Super excited about that. Thanks for checking in. God bless.